Okay, boys and girls, whoever's watching this, it is Tuesday. We're back from Los Angeles yesterday. I got sick while I was young. Always goes in my lungs. So if I start coughing and hacking, that's why. It's hot in here. Shirt's off. I don't feel too hot. Nobody's out to give me some kind of inhaler. Some people insist upon arguing with me when they know better. If I know something, I'm going to fight you tooth and nail. So here goes. Let me reiterate. I got my first Harley Davidson in 1981. Off the line, brand new FXS row rider. I didn't know a fucking thing. Zip. I mean, nothing. Nothing. Adjust the rear chain, what? Huh? What's that? I knew nothing. But I'm one of those guys that once I get interested in something, I gotta know everything. Feed me. I gotta know. So, not that I claim to be some kind of expert or something, but I know enough to know that Shovelheads never had a fucking wet clutch from the factory. Sportsters, yes. Fill it in the primary, the transmission, and your clutch. The same fluid. That's a Sportster. A Shovelhead does not have fucking oil in the clutch. It has an oil mist. So we're going to read from the original manual in a moment. First, I've been arguing with this guy. He's a nice guy, you know, but he insists that they have wet clutches. So this is the latest here. This is why I'm making this video, because if there's one guy out there reading this, he's going to get fucked up. They're not a wet clutch. You can put a wet clutch in it, but it's not a factory wet clutch. Earl says, the only correct statement is of the Sportster in which my 77 fills up from the primary side, which is what I told him for the primary and transmission. Yes. That's what Ironheads did, each and every one of them. So, in fact, the early K model, if you wanted to get in the training, you had to split the motor case. Follow? They all did that. But the Big Twin, as the term we use to decipher non-Sportster to reflect on my 1980 Super Glide Shovel 1200, requires by manual 26 ounces of oil in the primary case and separate oil for transmission, and the engine 3.5 quarts in the primary case in the Big Twin shovels, or same as your later Evos and your later CVOs and stock shovel Big Twins came with wet primary. Well, no, they didn't. I don't know what fucking manual he's using, but it's a fucked up manual. So let's go look at an original Harley Davidson manual. So, this is a, he said 1980. This is a 1980 Harley Davidson service manual, 78 to 80. It's a, you know, I've sold most of my books and all that because I really don't need them anymore. So it gives all the motor numbers. Let me mark this page here. There's just so no doubt. You know, FL, FX. It gives all the motor numbers here at the beginning. Here. Tells you what they are. Okay? In the factory manual. All the way down, the different models, etc. Okay, so there's just no doubt. Now, front chain lubrication. Let's take a look at the front chain. There it is. Right there. Okay. The only exception to what I'm going to read is your 80, 81, 82 front belt drive Sturgis. All the rest of the Shovelheads are like this. They do not factory have a wet clutch. Right? Says front chain lubrication. A fixed amount of oil is supplied through an oil line from metering orifice in the oil pump. The oil drops on the front chain from an oiler outlet tube, figure 7, figure 2.1. Okay? Excess oil collects at rear of chain compartment and is drawn back into engine gear case breather. When the front chain adjustment is checked at 1250 mile intervals, also check to see the oil comes out of the oiler tube when the engine is running when viewing through cover inspection hole. If oil does not come from oiler, the supply orifice at pump is probably blocked due to accumulation of dirt and requires cleaning. To do this, remove orifice, screw, and washer from oil pump and blow out passage to chain compartment with compressed air. It doesn't say a fucking thing about primary oil, because it never had it. Is that fucking clear? There's your oil hole right there. That's the line right there. Zoom. There's a little screw right there that sets that grip. They're all like that. Wow. See you all in the next video.